everyone, Suzanne Connors Inc. with Dawning Visions Hypnosis, here to speak to you about an issue that has come to light with one of my trainees, who said to me that she was really frustrated with not being able to see her patients grow in their healing journey with the education that she received in getting her license to do clinical mental health counseling work. Now, I don't know about you, but I would find that supremely frustrating after spending 4 years in school with a practicum that was supposed to teach me how to do the work and to help my patients to heal. Isn't it the whole reason why one would go to school to get a license to practice mental health? And yet she felt that she was not given the tools and techniques necessary. She had investigated a whole bunch of different types of other types of modalities, healing modalities that is, but was at a point where she just didn't want to invest in anything else except for the one thing that she knew was going to help her patients truly heal. And that was hypnotism and neuro-linguistic programming. It so happened that I had written a comment to a response to a question on Core that asked this very simple question: why aren't there any decent therapists out there? And my comment went into the fact that they mean well, but they haven't been trained in how the subconscious mind works, and that's where all of the transformation needs to happen. The prefrontal cortex of the brain is where conventional therapists operate. That's where the reasoning, rationalization, and judgments all occur, which is why when you're working with your depressed patients, for example, they will give you all the excuses as to why they cannot do anything that you are suggesting they do. It's very simple. We need to get out of the prefrontal cortex and into the amygdala and the hippocampus of the brain, where the emotions lie, where the transformations need to happen. And that can only happen through the use of hypnotism and neuro-linguistic programming, which is a form of hypnotism, by the way, because you are working in that part of the emotional brain where these transformations happen, to be able to do what it is that your patients have employed you to actually do for them. They did not come to you, most of them I don't believe, to see you for once an hour every week to talk. They did not come to receive medication which is going to alter their brain function and toxify their system at some point. This is something that actually happened to me when I was being treated for a bipolar, which is known as manic depression in the year. So when I was diagnosed back in 1989, after being on lithium for over 10 years. Your body cannot detoxify this crap forever. It just cannot. And I can tell you from doing this work in hypnotism and neuro-linguistic programming for over 20 years, about 85% or maybe more of your patients are able to be helped without medication, without endless sessions, when you understand how to get to the cause of the problem, the purpose for why they're holding on to their problem, and help them to figure out their compelling future, which is more alluring to them than remaining ill. If you have that frame with which to work, it's easy to help people get better and to do it quickly and efficiently. But you need to know how to do the techniques well, and you need to have mentorship guidance to learn how to effectively organize the treatments for the more challenging clients, which is why you went through a practicum in your mental health training in the first place, right? Same thing here. There are too many people who think they can take a weekend of classes in hypnotism and actually know how to use it. I have some news for you. I spent 7 years of intensive study to learn what I learned how to do, and over 20 years of practice to get even better at it. And I have to tell you that anything that is worth learning is worth taking the time to actually learn. and apply. That is how we get really good at what we do. I've also had clients who came in to tell me that their psychologist or whomever, mental health practitioner person, tried to do hypnosis with them and it didn't work. Well, it didn't work because they didn't know what they were doing. You have to know how people learn. You have to know what inductions to use. Different people require different types of induction. And you need to know how to use the techniques competently, like in any other practice or profession. To that end, I offer a 2-day VIP program. It's all done online, one-on-one. I only accept one trainee a week because I can only mentor so many trainees at a time because a 12-month mentoring program is included. For that very reason, you need to know how to apply the correct techniques in the correct order, in the correct manner when you have more challenging clients to work with, as you will, because people can be complicated. Not all of them, but some of them. And when you need the help and guidance, I want to be there to give you the help and guidance so that I know that you're doing excellent work, because that's all I want my trainees to be able to do. Excellent work and help heal so many people who need the healing work these days. After the COVID situation, we have so much anxiety and depression going on in all age ranges, and we really do need to help many more people. And because you'll learn how to do this so quick and so effectively, you'll be able to charge much higher rates to the people who have the income to pay you, which are your ideal clients anyway. And I also know that there's not enough people to give mental health services to kids. And I love working with kids. They're really talented at hypnotism and neuro-linguistic programming because they're already in their hypnotic mind. The prefrontal cortex has not developed yet until the age of 25 or 26. So they're able to do these processes like twice as fast as any adult. And they're a lot of fun to work with. Many of my kid clients actually ask their parents to find a hypnotist, and some of them even found my services through the internet on their own because they're sick of doing conventional therapy and getting nowhere. So they're really smart in many cases, and they're ready to heal, which is a great thing. I'll give you my contact information in the description below if you'd like to check out what it is that I have to offer by having a free consultation call where I can explain what I do, how I do it, answer your questions, and set you up to take advantage of this opportunity if you so choose. That's it for this particular video. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. Bye-bye, all.